in your opinion, what are some of the benefits to learning how to build your own pedals?
Well, the obvious one is I've got about 100 pedals right next to me in this cupboard.
Yeah.
I suppose, I mean, that's a big one. That is a reason why a lot of people, start building their own pedals, because when you, as you probably found out yourself, when you start to build them, and you start to see actually what parts are used to build pedals, it's like a $300 delay that's got a $2 delay chip inside it, like a commercial pedal that costs $300.
Yeah.
Got a PT2399, which is a $2 chip, That's an extreme example, but generally you find that the parts are quite cheap. I don't advocate actually building pedals to save money though, because also what you might be finding is that, like, when you come to any, particularly at the beginning of a new hobby, you need tools, and you got to pay for the tools, and that can be a bit of an initial setup cost. Down the track, you'll end up being able to build pedals that will be cheap, that you'd actually, you would have spent a lot more to actually to buy a commercial unit. And also going on to another benefit is that you can service it as well. So if it breaks, you can fix it as well. Which surprisingly, I remember when I first started building pedals, I was thinking to myself, like, particularly because my soldering was really bad, and like wiring was really bad.
Yeah.
You're learning all that initial stuff. I was thinking to myself, there's no way. Like my first pedal, the MPN booster that I mentioned, I thought there's no way this thing's going to last longer than a month. Like, it's just the wiring and the way I've built it and all the mistakes I made. And I actually did a video on the YouTube channel saying, I think it was called Revisiting My First Pedal or something like that. And I hadn't turned the thing on like for about 3 or 4 years, at least 3 or 4 years, and I'd built it about 5 years earlier. And I in the video I said, let's just turn this thing on, see if it actually works. Plugged it in, and hey presto,
yeah, great.
It worked. Yeah,
nice.
But the thing. Yeah, but if it didn't work, I could fix it as well. I could repair it. And obviously, once you get a lot of knowledge for how pedals are built, you can buy broken pedals on eBay and fix them as well.
Yeah.
A lot of people do that. A lot of do-it-yourselfers do that. They buy like I saw one on eBay actually recently for a Phase 45. I think it went for $30. Which they go for about 100 new or something like that.
Yeah.
And he said that the 3-pole double throw switch on it was broken. I mean, even you could probably work out now. I mean, you've only built a couple of pedals.
I've done 4. Yeah, I'm up to 4 now. yeah. Yeah. So I've done the fuzz. I've done my second dirt and boosters on the way. And a mate of mine wants one of those, so I said I build him one, and I sprayed it. It looks pretty sweet. And
cool.
The night drive, which, man, that thing rocks. It totally rocks. It's like one of the best overdrives I've used, and it was great. I put it together in like under a day. All the for me that's a lot quicker than my first attempt. So yeah, it's.
Did you mod it, or did you just set it up as standard? Or?
I just set it up stock. Yeah, it's all the same. So, but I guess when you say mod it, do you mean like just change the value on the drive pod or something, or?
Oh, the sky's the limit. Okay. I mean, like you can add, or you can change the pot value so you get more gain out of it. That's a very common one people do with like op amp distortion or overdrive pedals. They can increase the value on the pot to get more gain out of it. You can change the clip. Like, these are all very simple mods, but they're ones that are commonly done. You can change the clipping. You can pull it. You pull it if you just like. I don't know if you remember, but there was 3 diodes in that you soldered in. Probably you would have put the 3 in.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. If you leave one out, you get less. You get less clipping, so it's a little bit less distorted, but you get more volume. So if you want to use it to, like if you want a louder but less distorted pedal, then you just take a diode out. I mean, how hard is that to do?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I'm using the little and I've forgotten the term for them. Those little plugs. What are they called?
Sockets.
Yeah, I'm using the sockets now. Yeah,
all
the time. So yeah, they're really cool.
That's pretty much I still do it, like I know it's a sign of a pro when you don't use sockets, and you just solder everything in because you're committing to a layout. It looks impressive when you see someone build a complicated pedal and they don't use sockets, particularly on chips.
Yep.
Because chips are a bit of a pain to get back out again.
Mm-hmm.
So, you see that and you sort of think, oh, wow, this guy knows, he knows what he's doing. And I could do that, but I still use the sockets as well because it just helps you. Like, some pedals that I've built, I've found that a particular IC just sounds so much better than the one that's actually stock.
Yeah, cool.
And I think the Night Drive was the Night Drive's the one that I use, the LM1456, which I don't think is the standard. I don't think it's the stock. I can't remember, but yeah, that's an example. It just sounds like a totally different pedal. And all you got to do is just stick a socket in instead of the IC. You just pull it out and stick another IC in. That's another mod, very simple. So this actually relates to the question that you asked. Some of the benefits you can mod the hell out of them.
Yeah,
you can change things the way you want to.
And I guess these mods are inexpensive as well. On the most part. Yeah,
well, you're talking like a 20 cent chip. Like you buy another chip. Like it's for people that aren't sort of up to speed with electronics, just the 8-legged chip, got 8 silver legs on it in a black box. That's the chip that I'm talking about here, just in case your listeners don't know what I'm going on about.
Yeah, I'll put a photo up for them if you're watching on YouTube. So yeah.
So the dip chip is what it's called. It varies obviously depending on which one you buy, but 10 cents, 20 cents, 50 cents, whatever, and then you can just swap them around and and see which one you like, and you end up with something that's customized as well, which is another thing, a big benefit of building your own guitar pedals. You end up with something different that no one else has got.